It's on to a new week for Seattle, and next on the schedule are the Eagles. Everyone loves the deep shot, but this week, a boring game plan is a winning game plan.
following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your defending NFC East champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
On the away sideline, that's Mike McDonald, head coach of the Seahawks. His guys off to the kind of start they needed this season. They're 3-1 thus far. Across the field, head coach Nick Sirianni of the Eagles. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Throw here on first. Short pass brought in. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun here. Connects with fans. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Walker off his own read. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Seahawks and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They go play action on first down. Delivered to the sideline. Smith-Njigba brings it in. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
Walker now from the gun. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
First and 10, looking to throw. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. He's going to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get 6 more on their early advantage. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
That type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds Smith-Njigba. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
They'll air it out on third. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. He takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down, play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. New set of downs from 37.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Seahawks.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. He's still going at the 30. It's a race down the right side. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line. He's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First and goal, Seattle.
Walker crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks lead by 14. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments. The sidelines, and can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
A gain of 29 yards.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. All set now. First and 10.
21 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. A gain of 21.
And off to Walker from the gun. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Cut near the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward. However he can. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks lead by 14. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And up by 8, not expecting them to get too aggressive with so little time remaining. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Hits him on the out route. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes again. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
A gain of 15. First down, Seattle.
He'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it again. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down. The Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Drive starts with an option, right side. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Like so many of the league's quarterbacks know how to do, this guy has really taken over much of this game, and it's been his dual threat ability that served as the catalyst for that.
And let's give him a lot of credit here, Kate, because he's the one who recognized there'd be opportunities aplenty to hit this defense with his legs. He's picked the right moments, picked his spots, and that stat line's benefited.
They get an even 10 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They'll go play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And he even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Buying some time right. In by Arroyo on the right side. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Seahawks first down.
Now an inside give to Walker. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Oh, hit behind the line. That ball's loose. And the Birds got to it. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Here comes their offense to begin this series, and leading them to the field, as always, is the QB.
It is a bit unusual to see a quarterback run out for the first time in the 2nd half, because usually they're like the starting pitcher. Usually they get that ball early, and they're not a bullpen arm. But whether you're a starter, whether you're a bullpen, whether you get the ball early or late, when your number's called, it's time to deliver.
The Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be two hands on the football as they return to the field. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Now looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get him to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. We picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Completes it again to Smith-Njigba. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And he's going to have this one down to the 20. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win. So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Connects with Fant. And he's tackled for no gain.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Setting up to throw. Complete out to the right side. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Throwing it again here. Buys time, rolling right. Gets this to Fant. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down from the 42. Running with Walker again. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
9 yards to go.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Sends this to the end zone. And he's got it. It's in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
The Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Walker off first down. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They're going play action. He rolls to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Working now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 38.
Running is Walker. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Seahawks have the football, up a couple of scores to start the fourth quarter. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the option here. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. And they catch it behind the line. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you, because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over a tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
It's Walker on the give. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Chased out to his right. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down. Throwing off the play fake. Buying some time left. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks put up even more points in a win. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Drive begins with a Walker run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. The ball's on the 48. Here we go, first down. On the carry, it's Walker. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Staying with Walker. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
It's now 3rd and 9.
He'll air it out on 3rd. Forced out to his right. He's going to run for it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Walker running right. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This time it's a passing play. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, look at this. They give out the jet sweep. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Dropping back to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Now Walker. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken down at the 30. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 30-yard line.
They're going to try and throw it here. Here's a screen now for Walker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Second down pass play coming. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks keep running away with this. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Now Martinez. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Martin. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the Eagles have it.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And even with 3 timeouts left on the other sideline, they have this one wrapped up. We'll see if they even use those timeouts.
Ready up. Set. Ready.
Running is Martinez. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. One of their longest road trips of the season, Brock. But thanks to that primetime slot, body clock not too thrown off, and they played like winners on this big stage.
Yeah, they sure did. The only thing that's going to be screwed up on their body clock is that long flight home.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a whole lot easier celebrating a great performance.
we go. Go.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys find themselves at 2-3 over the first 5 games of the season. On the other side for the Seahawks, it's Mike Macdonald. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. Shifts past him. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And the Seahawks first down.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Hurt. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Hurt. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hurt. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 1. Now he's going to step up and run. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Off the bootleg. Hurt. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
18 Cardinals.
Looking to throw. Hurt. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. It was Mika Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. The ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hurt. This is Fant on the short completion. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Hurt. He finds Smith and Jigba. So no gain on the play, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's 3rd down and 4.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He finds his man complete. It's Horton. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hurt. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hurt. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the Dolphins' 7-yard line.
He's going to try and do this himself. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hurt. This is Fant on the short completion. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Hurt. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And Walker has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hurt. In trouble, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. And they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hurt. He finds his man complete. It's Horton. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Straight ahead, Walker. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hurt. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hurt. He finds his man. Complete. That's Walker. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Operating from the gun. Hurt. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Walker. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Hurt. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. We'll try and do this himself. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field.
Get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Hurt. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Again, Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hurt. He finds his man complete. That's Walker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction.
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Another Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw. Hurt. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and goal.
Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Throwing to start the drive. Hurt. This is Fant on the short completion. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Off play action. Hurt. Going right back to Fant. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 35, here's the second down and 6. Draw play. This is Hines. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge... And I think the ball's out. And this one will kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside the 10-yard line.
Offense retains possession.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now the former Hurricane, Damian Martinez.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hurt. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. This is Hines. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Operating from the gun. Hurt.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go, shot. Half the 60, half the 60.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And now defensively they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Here's Hines. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They run again with Hines. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Operating from the gun. Hurt. He'll try to do it himself.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, either way, they were getting the ball back.
Man, it was 4th down. Don't you have to try and take a shot anyway instead of trying to ground it? That didn't work at all.
come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. He's back to throw.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Here's 1st down.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Dolphins, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile,